Just press the go live button.
There we go. All right. All right, here we are.
Oh, wow. There we go. Just in time as only your big mug will be on the screen. So let me play around and people get a bit of an insight how it's all going. Oh, everyone in the stream, just be patient. Derek has just jumped on. He is looking good, I must say.
Grizzly.
And then you get a bit of an insight.
Chopping down trees and doing manly shit, you know?
But that's all right. I've got a better way of doing this. I'll just take away Derek there. How is everyone going? Let me just have a bit of a play around. And you'll get the insight of how the Aussie arm wrestler does all of this. As you can see. Let's see if we can make this look a bit better. Everyone gets a nice little insight of the messing around. Oh, you know what? Bugger this. Let's just go nice and easy. Let's go this one.
Looks like a leg. See that shit, Jake?
There we go. Is that all you got? I'm just leaving it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Doesn't that look like a leg?
Kind of. It looks like arms, but only smaller. That's what it looks like.
It's all the lighting in my room. It just makes it look good.
Alrighty. How you been, man? Enjoying life?
Yeah. Just trying to survive out here. It's been really hot and dealing with some challenging life issues, but don't we all have for sure? So, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now this is all happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Reeeeady BANG, the #1 arm wrestling live stream in the world. I'm your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and as always, I am your third place Left Arm Melbourne Cup 80 to 95 kilos place getter, the most sought after trophy in the arm wrestling world. And as everyone can see, I've been playing around a bit, but boy, oh boy, have I got a guess for you. Now, of course, we've all been on YouTube and we have seen this big, friendly giant, and it has taken too long for this man and I to get together and bat heads and have a bit of a laugh. We've spoken on just about on everyone else's channel, but the main channel here, this big, friendly giant, has put down the Super Nintendo controller and has taken on the game of arm wrestling. He's been in the sport 10, 11 years, and he officially changed his middle initial for M, so it stands for massive. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Smith. Derek, welcome to the show.
So happy to be here. Love the channel. You've been doing great things, Jake. I appreciate you having me on here. Man, it's just been too long now. You know, the time has come. Here
way too long. Just a couple of things before we get started, because I'm super excited. Keegan Richards with a $4.99 super chat says, "Reeeeady BANG." And then we also have Lloyd Christmas, $5. Shout out from the Arm Wrestling Discord. And to my big boy Diesel. Also, Daniel, I'll break you. There you go, a bit of trash talk happening in the process. As always, anyone that's watching, tell me from around the world where you are. I've got Derek just outside of Los Angeles, about an hour and a half away. And of course, I'm about 40 minutes from Melbourne, Australia. Now, Derek, I've just got to ask, how are you, my big man?
I'm doing good. I think things are feeling well. Prep into my upcoming match is going well. Numbers are all-time high. Spirits are good. Yeah, I mean, I think things are going as well as can be asked.
Yes, that's what we want. And so much is happening in the arm wrestling world now. I'm not sure if you checked it out the other day. John Brzenk had a bit of a match-up. He had a bit of a hit out. What were your? I know it's been spoken to death about it, but it hasn't been spoken about on this channel. What were your thoughts on it all?
On the Chance John meetup. Beforehand, Chance is my buddy, and obviously John is the GOAT. I have nothing but crazy amount of respect for him, as any arm wrestler should. If you're an actual hardcore arm wrestler, I mean, you have to acknowledge John's greatness, and he's a great dude, super humble and everything like that. But obviously Chance has been up and coming. Me and Chance are buddies. I'm big on Chance's trajectory and wanting him to do well. So I predicted just off like statistics alone and styles and stuff that John would win. But I was cheering for Chance, but I predicted that John would win. Have a little bit too much hand for Chance. In my eyes, I know Chance said he had a different take on how the match went, but the way I watched the match, it looked like John had his hand. Played a major role and was able to secure his cup and maintain his cup in some weird positions, and it was able to apply it and finish out the match because of his hand. So, but I mean. Chance is still I don't think that really takes away from Chance's trajectory at all, to be honest, in my opinion.
No, of course it doesn't. If you play one-on-one with Michael Jordan and lose, it doesn't mean you've gone backwards. It just means you've been... okay, a bit of context for everyone out there in the arm wrestling world. John Brzenk isn't an actual animal by calling him a GOAT. It's an acronym for greatest of all time. So when people are out there, Chance, you've just gone backwards. This is ridiculous. Take your binoculars off. You're gone. No, Chance is still going to be fantastic. He just lost to the best ever to get on a table. Some people need to pull their heads in. So then one of the things I was thinking of when this match was happening was your battleground matchup. Now, for those that don't know, Big Derek is heading over to the United Kingdom for the Arm Wars reality check. And he has got a massive four-way battle. It's him, Alex Kadecha, Ryan Espy, and of course the person we're talking about, Chance Shaw. So when you were watching that match, did that Chance versus John, did that improve your confidence? Did that keep you the same? Or did you see something else in Chance that went, if I meet him in the final, I'm going to be worried? If anything, I think it improved in my eyes some of Chance's stock. There were some angles, like when John tried to sink in a hook, the fact that Chance went through it pretty easy and pulled through his arm relatively easy. That was kind of impressive how easily it happened. But it's all styles. Styles make matchups, and I'm not built like John. John's not built like me. We're not built like Chance, and we pull in different angles and different styles. So I didn't read into it too much. Obviously, anybody that follows me or my trajectory knows that I got my ass kicked by John a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago now. I'm a different beast now, but for sure, it happened. It happened to the best of us. We're on a very long list of pullers that John has massacred in a super match. In regards to my match coming up with Chance, or my potential match coming up with Chance, no, I don't think it's swayed too much. Because firsthand, I know John and I know how strong he is, especially if he's training and taking it somewhat serious. So I think even Ryan Espy should be probably in the same boat, like not reading into it too much, because I don't think Ryan's beaten John that I know of. Maybe he did. I don't know of. Not right-handed though. So Alex is like the only one I think that hasn't pulled John. So maybe he's reading into it more. But unless you felt John's hand, it's kind of hard to read into that. Well, do you know who John Brzenk hasn't beaten in a super match?
You.
Bang! No chance. I don't even know if I have time to put this up against John. Yeah. No chance at all. Yeah, that was really interesting. Now, this battleground matchup, this is sexified to the brink. You've got some of the biggest guys. Give everyone a bit of an insight, because in the arm wrestling world it just happens. It turns up and we see this match. Is it just as easy as Neil gives you a call and says, this is what I want to offer? Or were you ringing him? Because you did come out pretty early and say you wanted to pull Alex Kadecha at King of the Table. Yeah. You were calling that polish sausage out.
when I was thinking about international matches when I was like out in Dubai and Turkey and stuff, and I was just like stylistically looking at pullers and who I think I'd like to match up with and see if I had something for him. Obviously, Alex kind of popped out there in regards to his size and his pulling style. I felt like maybe I could do something with it, given enough time and training and the horsepower. If I could just make sure my power was there. So yeah, that name was came out of my mouth for sure. I know I was definitely the one that started that. Messaged Alex. He said he was down originally before the whole Arm Wars thing. He said, "Yeah, man, I'm willing to pull you." And so we were kind of wanted to try to figure out something behind the scenes. But apparently I made it public enough where me and Alex, our names were getting thrown around as a potential matchup on Arm Wars and things like that. So. Yeah, Neil. I try to stay in contact with Neil as much as we can. We have a little show we were doing with me, him, Uncle John, and Gary Roberts.
Yep.
So it was, I talked to Neil, but Neil's so great about setting this type of stuff up and being professional in the background. And he's known for setting up some of the best matches in history, the sport and stuff. So yeah, Neil reached out. I was like, hey, what do you think about this? And he's thrown a couple ideas at me in the past about potential matches that didn't go public, but just kind of, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And so, I mean, I'm in the blessings to be able to have those conversations with Neil pick up and potentially, have these matches come up.
Yeah, beautiful, mate. It's going to be awesome. You'll pull Alex first, and then Chance will pull Ryan. On a scale of 1 to 100, how easy do you think you're going to plow through the other three?
Oh, I mean, I imagine if my arm's even sore afterwards, I'd be shocked. Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, heading into this, if I was a gambling man outside the sport, obviously you put money on Alex. Alex has the best recent track record, I think, amongst us. He's proven himself on a huge scale with, Krasimir and Rustam and going to war with those guys, getting wins and pins on those guys, not to mention all the other people he's beaten. So, I mean, I think going into the match Alex, to underestimate him or to think I'm any kind of crazy level or get confident or slack on that would be stupid. And so, I mean, I'm going in there expecting a war with Alex. I'm not trying to look past him too much at Chance and Ryan. And by the time, if I do make it, to that level and I beat Alex, then by the time I see Chance or Ryan in the winner's bracket, we're already going to have a 6-round super match behind each of us. And we're going to be all bets are out the window by then. It's just a dogfight by then. So, I mean, I'll obviously do my homework, and I have a game plan for Chance. Of course, I've pulled with him before. Ryan, I'm developing one as time goes on. But, it's going to be – everything's going to be out the window by then. We'll just have a general idea, and we'll go at it as best we can.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm just going off topic here. I'm just reading in the chat. It appears like you and I are talking, and everything seems fine. But according to the stream, it doesn't seem to be going as good as we're hoping. It seems choppy and things like that, guys. What is going? Anyone in the chat, give us a heads up. I'm not sure what's happening. Appears to be freezing. I don't know. Everything seems fine on mine and Derek's end. So I've got a live stream up on my phone, and it seems to be going fine. I don't know, guys. What? Let me know in the comments what seems to be happening. Because, I've got it on my phone here, and we seem to be fine there. Weird.
I don't know.
All good. Stream's excellent. Oh, we'll get back into it. Beautiful. Fine now. Jamie Sheldon in the house. Fox 8 Ball saying fine. Well, stop scaring us. Everyone, tell all your friends to come back. Well, we're not sure what's happened. But, yeah, it all seems good on our end. You're getting a beautiful insight on how Derek Smith is going to get the broom out and sweep everyone at Arm Wars. He's just said it. I'm not sure. It might have been choppy in the stream, but he's just gone, you know what? And I think he called Ryan Espy Ronald anyway. That's how much he doesn't rate his opponents. He was calling Craig Shaw, and he was calling Alan Kadetcha and Ronald Espy. That's how much it's...
Dude. The big, Chance gives me shit about this all the time. And I kind of, I mean, I don't deny it at all. I haven't been tested recently since I've been, figured out how to train and how to get big and strong and reach these levels of strength that I'm at right now that I'm pretty sure I'm at. I haven't been tested on a really big scale in a long, long time. And so I'm kind of really wondering where I'm at. I feel super powerful. All my practices, I feel super powerful. I pull with these top guys that I'm training and stuff, and they say I feel amazing. But to put it on the test is going to be me and Tom Nelson, which will be, September 4th, right? So that's going to be like kind of the debut of where I'm at. I mean, I feel like I'm strong. Everybody else feels like I'm strong. So, I mean, even myself, like I want to see how all this stuff translates and on the big scale, with a real ready go and referees, how I'm feeling in a one-on-one competition. So, I mean, in a lot of ways, this Tom Nelson thing is going to be the deciding factor. I mean, just kind of showing where I'm at in general. I feel really strong. I feel really confident. I'm really excited to debut it. But like, I mean, there's even question marks in my head,
Oh, it's gonna be unreal. Now this match with Tom Nelson, how did it all appear to start? I mean, Tom Nelson's a very, very eccentric character. Likes to, apparently still undefeated, which has been amazing, man. That guy, he's unbelievable. So how was the Tom Nelson Derek Smith match happen?
Tom's a buddy of mine. He's okay. In California is really big, right? It's basically 2 states. There's Southern California and Northern California, and it's like an 8-hour drive to get up to Northern California.
Oh yeah.
So in my arm wrestling experience, I've been arm wrestling like 10 years. I've arm wrestled Tom Nelson one time. It was one match when my very first time ever pulling open bracket. Very first match for round 1, Derek and Tom Nelson. Tom obviously destroyed me. That was like 7 or 8 years ago. Just walked through me, and but after that, we just never really see each other. And then as time went on, Tom was always seen as the number 1 guy in California, right and left-handed, at like 242 pounds, wherever he walks around at. And I mean, I wasn't in any position to contest that. We never came across each other really. So I went out, and Tom became a little more inactive. Recently, in the last couple of years, probably doing like one tournament a year or so in the last 2 or 3 years. Not very active, and I've been out. I've been out and about on social media, competing, flying around the world, doing all types of stuff. And so my name started getting tossed around a lot. Then on a local level, when I would arm wrestle with the Southern California guys, they were like, oh, wow, Derek's right arm is crazy strong, this and that. So my name was getting brought up a lot. Well, Tom decided to come back to the sport, like officially, start making some waves again, and said, who thinks they're number 1 right-handed in California? And everybody else started saying Derek. And then he said, who's number 1 left-handed? And everybody was like, Tony Tomlinson. So the matches got set up. And so, I mean, most people, the more active current people out here that get to feel me on a more regular basis kind of consider my right arm to be the one. But by all means, I agree. I need to take it forcibly from Tom, and that's fine. And that's what I have to do. That's what I have to do. And that's the way it should be. I don't feel like I should be rated above him without beating. So that's fine. We'll hopefully get this done, and I can just put a nail in the coffin on this whole right arm in California thing.
Oh, hopefully. Mate, you are going to absolutely snatch it for him. If there's any chance I can put a couple of dollars on it, I will be backing the 6'8" Derek Smith easy. I think I'll be absolutely doing that one. Now, and I'm glad that's happened, because I like characters like Tom Nelson. I think it's fantastic for the sport. I love it. He just loves walking around with that big pot of his and just doing this constantly. And I absolutely love it. I think it's great. It's great for the sport. And and he just loves. He's almost like one of the best fishermen out there. He'll jump on all those forums and just throw something out.
Right.
And he's like, one of the recent ones, like, you're all on steroids and I'm undefeated. This is all gone pear-shaped. All right, guys, what I'm going to do is we're going to try... I'm just trying to think if we end the stream and I call you on Facebook. Zoom never works for me.
Really?
Yeah, Zoom's always weird. This is... hang on, guys. I will create a new...
Are you good now?
We're good. Are we back, guys? Are we back? I don't know what's happened. This is madness. Absolute madness. Like, you and I are fine, but it appears on everyone else's stream, it's okay. Again, guys, I think what happens, what's happening is I usually call people on Facebook. I'm trying Zoom. Zoom seems to be the easier platform, but with my VPN and things like that, it just doesn't seem to be going as well as we want, so I might retire Zoom, but that's okay. We'll keep punching on, because I just love hanging out with Derek Smith anyway, guys. If it keeps freezing, then Derek and I will do an